Who girl?
Hey, hey,
I was
hey.
like, hey. I was like, is she on? Oh my gosh, is she on? Hey everybody, how you doing?
Um, we're back with another episode of It's On. Got my discuss today.
Yeah.
We which I thought was hilarious.
Okay,
Um,
repeat what you just said.
um, what's wrong?
It's like I'm getting every other word.
I thought it was extremely hilarious. I dug it. Tammy Roman was on there.
Oh, you talking about Miss Pat? Okay, I can't
She's
hear what you're
on.
talking about.
You can't hear
Can
me
you
at
hear
all.
me? I'm asking you, can you hear me? It's like sometimes you go
I can
in
hear
and
you.
sometimes yeah, sometimes you're going in and going out, so I don't know what you're talking about. So do this.
I don't know what's going
Keep
on.
talking and look at the private chat. But you can keep talking.
Um, Miss Pat show, very very good show on the comedian Miss Pat at all. This is my first time being introduced to her for the show on Facebook. So although have been extremely upset with Facebook as saw the preview of the show. I was like, well, let me check this out. This seems I had no clue that Tammy Roman was also going to be a part of the show. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Um, um, I don't understand.
Okay, while you looking at that, it was an
Um,
interesting show.
I dug it. Huh?
I said it was an interesting show for it to be taped in front of a live studio audience. And then you know how like the TV rules are. They was cursing like drunken sailors on this show.
Okay. I heard what you said. Um, I don't know why. I don't understand what's going on today. I thought it was really, really good and decent.
No,
Um,
it was funny. It was hilarious. I was cracking up. She's funny. She's a funny person.
she's
But I was like,
hilarious. Yeah, she is hilarious. I dug the episodes. I was able to follow the show.
mhm.
Follow the show. I didn't have a problem with um any of it, and I like comedians. Love comedy. So she did her thing. I am going to apparently there is a communication blockage. It's not gonna sound right if I do that.
Do you hold on? Hold on.
Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. We're gonna
Okay. So while we wait for Miss Faith to come back. Okay, so I don't know if we're gonna talk about this now. It looks like that's what we're gonna do. We was talking about this show first. So Tammy Romaine, she did a great job in her acting. Um, and all the new people, and I like the feel of it. You know, she was pregnant with her oldest child at the age of 13, had her at 14, and then popped another child before she married her husband. You know, her first two children's father used to abuse her and hit her and everything, and he was also married, I believe. Um and then um and then she met her husband and he married her and they had two more kids after that. I like that dynamic, and I can't wait. Hold on one second. Maybe Jalen needs to get off of the Wi-Fi until you finish the podcast. Okay, so she's trying to come back on. So I want her to hear what I have to say about it. So just give us a brief moment. Let's give her a brief moment. It's one of those Mondays. I'm about to call her now. Hold on one second. Okay, so she's rebooting her computer. And while she is doing that, Paul, do you see the ticker for to subscribe to the Size Up podcast page, YouTube channel? Please, 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 you guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this podcast, like this vlog podcast. Hit the notification bell so you can be able to see when we go live. We go live every Sunday with the Size Up actual podcast, and then we live on Monday nights with It's On, where we talk about all things TV, movies, and all that jazz, and even documentaries. We're doing it all, okay? Okay, okay. So we're just waiting for Faith to come back on because I really want her to hear what hear the things that I needed to say about this show because she was so excited about this show. I was like, well, let me go see what this show is all about, what she's talking about here. Just what you hear is my okay. Oh Lord, hopefully it's done. Mm, yeah. Okay, looks like she's coming back. Oh, well, she was back. Oh, because I'm opening it. I opened it. Okay, we're getting it together, you guys. I don't know. We're having a technical issue here. Yes, I can see the trailer. What's all right? What you talking about? This is charred. Faith, can you hear me? Can you hear me? We're still trying to get it together, you guys. We are so sorry, sorry, sorry. I can hello, testing.
Oh my God. Can we hear me? Okay.
I can hear you. I can't hear what Paul is doing.
You went out?
I can't hear what Paul was doing.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was giving a little back piece
Yeah,
of the
and we're
thing.
gonna dive into it. I apologize, guys, for the technical difficulties. God, I pray that the doors are open so I
Yeah,
can have whole studio. So we
I
won't
was.
have these issues.
I know, right? I was
Or part.
talking about how, the basis of the story about how she was a teen mom at the age of 14 with her
Yeah,
first child,
yeah,
and then 2 years later had her second child by a married man who used to abuse her, and then she met her husband, and they had two more children, and
right,
they
right, right,
moved to the suburbs in Indiana. They
right.
moved from Atlanta to Indiana,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I said, you know what? I gotta wait for Faith
Yes,
because
we do because we're gonna dive into that a little bit later. Let's get on over to our weekly roundup. And that's a weekly roundup of shows that we have watched over the week that we're gonna
yes,
give our little tidbits on.
mm-hmm.
Um, I thank you. Grownish is up first.
Yes. Okay. So this was a very good episode
It was very
because
good.
Zoe was interning for this designer, and she was doodling on her pad. And the designer was that Lala Anthony.
That was Lala Anthony.
Okay, I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
And she designed a jacket. Zoe designed a jacket, and Lala was looking like, "What's that? Oh, nothing. I'm just doodling. Blah blah blah."
Right.
And then she had also told the designers about some stuff about social stuff. I couldn't get all into the detail, but then the designer ended up taking her own words, Zoe's words, aka Aaron's words, because Aaron was telling Zoe about it, and
Right.
then she repeated it what Aaron said,
Yeah.
and it was on it was like a blog
Yeah.
or it was on an interview or something like that.
Yeah.
Then the next day, the next time she goes to the internship, she finds out the designer took her design of that jacket.
Yes.
Yes, and she had a Z on the jacket for Zoe,
Right.
and they just said Gen Z. That's what it stands for,
Yeah.
Gen
Yeah.
Z. Blah blah blah. And so she was, she was really upset about it.
As she should be. As she
But you
should be.
know,
You take
and
my work
hmm
and you
and
use my work is your
hmm
own.
and she was hoping to get some kind of credit, at least some kind of thank you. Your design was great. Thank you,
Right.
thank you. And towards the end of the show, she was about to confront her about it, but then she looked at the walls
Right.
and saw all the pictures of this designer with other designers that were not black, and she was like, "I'm not
Right.
gonna do that.
Right.
I'm
And
not
she
gonna
decided
tear
not to.
down." But her ex did. Her ex
Oh, Luca was
Luca.
mad. They Luca and Naomi were like super upset about it. And of course, is her name Anna? What's it like? What's that girl's
Anna.
name?
It's
Anna.
Anna.
Anna was like, "Well, no, you don't want to do that because you're gonna lose your internship. You need your internship so you can graduate."
Right.
Um, I did not agree with her not saying anything. However, had this been senior in college Faith trying to graduate Faith, I probably would have did the same thing that Zoe did.
And and you know what? I think Luca did that intentionally to hurt Zoe in a way, to hurt her career.
I don't know if he did that to hurt her
Just
career,
think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. You remember when he wanted that job with that rapper guy,
but he
and
didn't say anything. He didn't speak up and say anything.
right, and he felt that Zoe took his chance.
But Zoe didn't. Zoe
I
was
know
trying to talk
we
him
know
up.
that Zoe didn't,
Yeah,
but that's how he was thinking.
right.
And so I think that he was in the way he was slick trying to do that to mess up her career. So we're gonna see how she's gonna get out of that.
I hope she gets out of it. Not only that, you have some mental health that Jazz is dealing with, and of course, we all know she faking, right? But she really isn't because there are really some underlying issues that are going on, but she's not dealing with it. Which I like how they are touching on what's the word I'm looking for? I like how they're touching on how we are as black people when it comes to taking care of our mental health, how we don't we do everything. It could be something wrong with you and we keep going because as a people, as a community, we've been taught, hey, you being too soft. You're not strong enough. You can get through that. No, just keep going. Just push through. And sometimes it's not enough to just push through or just to keep going. Sometimes you need to take a mental pause or a mental break. And so the
Whew.
counselor or the psychologist was like, okay, girl. So we know you done gave us a whole story out of a movie. Uh, you know, what's going on. So she actually opened up to the psychologist. So it looks like Jazz will be keeping her scholarship while taking that mental break from track.
That's good.
Um, which I knew it was something. Your sister's not there. The expectations that people have had. And here is the thing. Even us people from the hood, have
Mhm.
expectations on our life. We have people that are looking up to us or expecting us to do something. Somebody's ticket out of somewhere. And I think
Mhm.
they put that pressure on those girls. And because they put
Mhm.
the pressure on them, and she talked about, I lost my relationship, you know, I sacrificed so much to not, make the Olympics. That was really hard on her. And so she's been training all her life for this, but now I got to figure out something else to do because this ain't gonna cut it. So, all in all, very good episode. Aaron, oh God, Aaron, Aaron thought he was finna come in and be Mr. Cool with the kids, and ended up getting himself in some trouble. So he ended up teaching the midnight class that they all met in because they registered late for school.
But but did you see notice how it was kind of like
Yeah,
the setup
yeah,
from the first season?
yeah, yeah. So, I would like to see. So here is what I see. This is senior year. I'm hoping that everybody gets to graduate and graduate on time. I also am hoping that we get to continue because, again, if we're going along the lines of a different world, we may be introduced to some new characters. But for the most part, I want my core people still there, still in
But
the mix,
but
because we
we
followed
yeah,
Dwayne Wayne and Whitley and them, even in adulthood. We
right,
followed them. You know what I'm saying?
right. So I would like to see at least a couple more seasons. I know this is the last season for Blackish,
Yeah, this is the last season for Blackish.
but I would love to see how Zoe grows as an adult, making it in the world without
Right,
her parents and stuff
right.
like that.
Yeah, I would like to see art because I'm invested in all the characters of this show. So I would definitely like to see how this kind of keeps going and continues to flow. So make sure you check out Grownish Thursday nights on Freeform, uh 8/7 Central. Next live.
Please. Girl. Okay, all I gotta say is this. Michaela was wrong. Your husband has COVID. He don't want you to get COVID.
I thought it was pretty valiant. I thought that, he was thinking of her. I really felt like
Right,
he was, and he couldn't travel back to Houston. They couldn't put him on the plane because he had COVID-19. So he had
right,
to continue to quarantine. Now, here is the thing. I probably would have stayed, okay,
right. Just
and
stayed in
just
a different hotel.
quarantined from my husband. Y'all could have got me another room, or he could have got another room.
But
And
they was but they had two
I know
bedrooms
they
in
had
that
two
suite.
bedrooms, but see, even so, full disclosure, I have someone in my house right now that has COVID-19. The only place he's allowed to go with his little 11-year-old behind is to the bathroom and back, and I got to rub stuff down. I got a microband. I got the Lysol. I had to do all of
Mm-hmm.
those things while he's supposed to be quarantining. And he got his video game and his tablet and his schoolwork and books and all this stuff all in the room with him. We ain't
Mm-hmm.
going in there. He ain't coming, near us. But
Are you sliding the food through the door or
I
something?
can't slide it under the door. That's the only thing. I can't do that. But
But
so
you
we
put
got
it down and he picks it up and gets it.
right. And he be like, okay, or he'll yell out the door, hey, I need you to come get my trash. So I put a trash bag in the room. Just throw your trash in here and we'll come snatch it out the door and get it. So we're having to navigate that in this small setting. So I probably, if I were her, I probably would have met up with the girls. I probably would have did a couple of things on the trip. I would have took a vacation. Y'all can redo your honeymoon, but
That's
I
what I'm
would have
saying.
stayed.
You can redo the honeymoon. It wasn't like he did that intentionally.
No, he didn't do it intentionally.
So she's mad because she wants to be with her husband because she's saying, I ain't get married to be single. Reminds me of Ren
It's
when
a,
he
but it's a valid.
different.
It's a really valid. Her feelings are valid. I'm not saying that her feelings are not valid, because who wants to not have their honeymoon? You know what I'm saying? Like, I
That's
would be visibly upset if I couldn't have my honeymoon and I'm on my honeymoon and you sick as a dog. Like, I would not be okay with that. Me personally. However, I also feel like she should have some type of level of understanding in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping and praying that Hurricane Michaela don't show her ugly head on the
No.
next episode. I'm really hoping and praying.
Okay, let's talk about Miller and Gil.
That ain't gonna work.
Miller is not gonna work because she complains about every little
Everything.
thing,
Where's the
every
beach?
little
This ain't no
thing, and
beach.
I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I wanted just to smack her for real. I wanted to go on there and smack her for real.
Yeah,
Like, listen, honey,
it ain't
you
gonna
got a
work.
fine ass husband,
I'm just
girl, that wants to kiss you. I would marry him and let him kiss all over me.
I'm just telling you what would have happened had we been married. I'm just saying, Gil. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Just saying. I would
um,
be doing all kinds of salsa dances, kazumba, all that kind of stuff
all of that.
with you. Yes,
Um,
but he is just. He's a trooper.
he
He
is
is
a
a
trooper.
trooper.
Things don't bother him so easily, so that's why he's able to do it. Which is, I see why they paired them together, but he gonna get tired of her in a minute.
But and then, what's up with her pajamas, man? What's up with your pajamas?
I guess she said, "Clank, clank, lock down. Ain't nothing going on over here."
I'm like, it's hot outside, and you got winter pajamas
It
on.
might be cold. Like I wear my winter pajamas year round because my children believe in Antarctica as the temperature. You know what I'm saying? So I be cold. That's what they believe in.
You know.
My child right now has a fan on, and the air is at 68 degrees in my apartment, and he got a fan on. So understand, I would have that on too. Maybe, possibly. No, not on the honeymoon. But on the regular, I do wear, like, I'm going to put on some flannel pajamas tonight because I'm going to be cold because these things don't know how to act. Um, they hot.
But she just complained about everything. She
Yeah,
complained
I don't
about the
like her
breakfast.
complaining. Let me
She
tell
com-
you who is going to have a problem besides Gil and Miracle. What's his
Dowdy Dowdy.
name? This man right here with throwing the hat. What's his name?
Jose,
That's going to be a problem.
cause he act like he want to baby her.
He wants to do everything.
But see, that's how Hispanic men are when they're married. They don't want their wives doing nothing, probably the cooking and all of that, but they want us to be the supplier.
Listen, they not gonna last. Gil and Miracle not gonna last.
I don't even think now. I don't have hopes with Johnny and Val.
I don't either. I do, but I don't. I think a lot of things were sensationalized for the ratings.
And like she got upset because he was like, it was an animal in our bed. The girl snores.
She's self conscious about that, and you
But
know,
then next week she talked about how she don't bathe on a regular basis.
yeah. Now that's gonna be a problem for me. I need you to take a whole shower, girl, and you collect bathing suits. Yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know about this bunch. I don't know at all.
Even the redhead and the dude.
They
I'm
not
like,
finna. They not finna make it neither. I really don't have hopes for anybody. I don't.
mm-mm,
I have no hopes for anybody this season. And we just on what, episode 5. I ain't got no hopes.
mm-mm.
Nan. Um. So if you want to see this train wreck called Married at First Sight, make sure you check out Married at First Sight Wednesday nights on Lifetime, 8/7 Central. Next slide. All right. I took a
Girl,
recap down because I still ain't watched that episode. And I know they got an episode coming out tonight. So we'll circle back to Love and Hip Hop because
girl,
I know why Pam left the Encore. Now, let me
why?
say this. First of all, when it was all said and done, the concert was very nice. It looked good. They were dancing. They were singing. They did their thing. Now, keep in mind, and I should have had a different picture up. the Blueprint, which is the name of the group that they created, the
Mhm.
R&B super group with the
Mhm.
twins, the Cherish twins, um, um,
Keely,
Keely, and this baby from Black,
Shamar.
Shamari. It was initially Keely, Shamari, the Cherish twins, and Pam. Pam did the concert. She made it all the way through the show. But after they did the concert, she made the decision that she was going to take on gospel. That's what she wanted to do. If you notice, if you go and look at the concert, she didn't do all the dancing and stuff that they did. Well, she wasn't like the strongest dancer anyway. But a lot of the songs that they were singing, she didn't want to sing on the songs because of some of the content of the songs. It was a trip. So that was a barrier that they had to deal with in the group because Pamela had found Jesus, which I'm for. I'm all for. I'm all for you finding
Mhm.
the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior. I'm for it. But she made the decision to part ways. Now, would I like to see this as an ongoing show just to see how they would work as a group together? Possibly not in the same vein as they were shown, trying to put it together, but they only came out with an EP, and the songs are nice. They sounded wonderful. Everybody was good. Even Keely didn't have her list when she was singing. Girl,
Promises,
somebody did
promises.
some promises did not come out. She did a good job. They all did a good job. Um, I would like to see them do a full length album and possibly do a tour. I think that would work. And they need to get Nivea on the solo thing. She'll never need to do no group thing again because she is a solo artist and she can blow and she need to do her own thing. That's how I feel. Everybody else, okay, I guess. But that was the season finale. Concert was nice. They had some wardrobe issues. They had to come together as a group and kind of fight for the wardrobe. They ended up getting another stylist to come in and bring them clothes at the last minute. They were able to make it work, so it was cool. Um, so if you want to catch the encore, it is on BET. You can catch it on demand. You can catch all 10 episodes. Just it's drama after drama. It's really, really good. It's gonna hold your attention. Praise God. So it's on BET on demand now. Check it out. Uh, let's get over here to the readerization heard all around the
Around the
world.
world. Man, that was the greatest episode. And now it's going to be backed by another great episode next week.
So let's talk about this, shall we?
Yes.
Um,
The Green Eye Bandits.
well,
I'm
let me
sorry.
and they little minion. Let me tell you something. So I'm kind of agreeing with you now with the Ashley thing. Remember, I said no. I think she just went. No, them heifers sent her over there to tell her that because they didn't want to tell her. So Wendy Osefo has a new body and she's showing it, and she's proud of her new body. But they're saying her behavior has changed. She popping it and locking it. I thought you were a woman of substance. She was offended, clearly offended by the statement that was made because she was crying about it. She came downstairs or came in, when they were in that little cottage to the side with Karen, and Karen was like, "Why you dressed like that? Don't you?" She said, "You better wear your bathing suit. You better wear as little clothes as possible." She said, "Don't dim your light because they got a problem with it." So, and I agree with Karen, and I enjoyed Karen, pouring into Wendy the way that she did. That was amazing that she did that.
Mhm.
So, um, so Karen did that. So they came. Wendy thanked her when they had their little thing. They had water aerobics led by Giselle. I don't know who certified her to be a water aerobics instructor, but that was a trip. Um, and so Ashley shows up while they're doing the water aerobics, and Karen is just kind of filling Ashley in on what's going on. But Ashley tried to make it seem like Karen was lying. So Karen has been caught in some precarious situations when they try to ask her certain questions about certain things. But Karen didn't lie
Because
about
Wendy was crying.
what was going on. Wendy actually was crying. Wendy actually was hurt by the statements that were made. Giselle, it did seem like Giselle was kind of coming for Robin at that table in front of everybody, you know.
Mhm.
Um, just going down the list. And I did like that Skylar was like, so what about your man? Where your man? You asking everybody about their husbands and boyfriends. Where your man at? I don't want to talk about it.
Talk about it, right? These trolls out here.
Why the trolls? It ain't about trolling you. Who trolling you, girl? So Ashley shows
Man,
up. They
Karen
have
took
the
me out. Karen said, you talk about everybody relationship on this table. And then when it comes to you, you don't want
you don't want
you
to do
wanna act
nothing.
defensive.
But you got an opinion about everybody else's stuff, and that's the
And then he
truth.
should go, I do not. I do
You
not have
are
an opinion. Come
lying.
on, girl. Come on, sister
Come
girl.
on, be
You
real.
come on, green
So
eyes.
so Ashley, first of all, I don't know why Ashley and Wendy have a problem. I'm kind of confused about that. I don't know if maybe Wendy has a problem with Ashley because of the issue between Ashley and Candace is supposedly Wendy's girl. I don't know what that's about. But they
I
kind of
don't
have a
know
little
either.
riff.
Did they? I don't think they started off on a good foot on the last
No, but that
season
was
either.
Wendy's fault. She came back and apologized for that. When
Okay,
Ashley brought the baby to the house, to Monique's house,
but
um,
I,
and she
but
didn't
I,
know that it was okay to bring babies. And she was like, well, all you had to do was ask. I wouldn't have said no. You know, Ashley was going through a hard time with postpartum and everything, and she didn't want to be away from her child. So, definitely, you know, she was okay with Ashley bringing her child. And if Wendy had wanted to bring her child, Wendy should have said, hey, can I bring my baby? My baby nursing, blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool.
and so and so I think Wendy was already mad with Giselle and Robin when
Oh,
Ashley
yeah, she
came
was mad.
to her.
But it
So
started
so when
early on.
Ashley so when
Yeah,
Ashley went to her, that was just the straw that broke the camel's
that
back.
was the
Now
straw that broke everything.
she
Understand it.
overreacted
The
with
straw,
Ashley,
uh,
but come to find out, how did Giselle know about the blog? Candace sent it to her.
Candace sent it to her.
Candace sent it to her. I gotta rewatch it. But they talked about it on DJ Richie Sky today. And she was the one that leaked it because you remember towards the end when she was about to throw her out, Ashley said, you were the source.
Ooh, why you do that to that girl? I did not, but be nice to you. Candace, I was liking you this season, and now you done threw it all away. Oh my
So
God.
I gotta watch it again.
Okay.
If I hadn't had to watch this whole season of Miss Pat, I would have watched it
Yeah,
again.
I did. And this will be my. Now I got to go back to that part to see what had happened. Okay. So,
But that's what they said, that it was Candace that leaked the story to Giselle. Because you remember also last season about Ashley, who did Candace go to first? Giselle.
she went to Giselle first. Um, hmm. I understood why Candace went to Giselle first. I still would have went to Ashley myself. I feel like we shouldn't, but I think she felt she needed a buffer because she and Candace weren't on in a good place. I think that Giselle should have, instead of talking to everybody about these rumors, she should have gone to Wendy and
Mm-hmm.
talked to Wendy about her concerns instead of
Mm-hmm.
going to this one and this one and this one, stating your
Mm-hmm.
opinion about this girl beforehand, because she think y'all cool and y'all really ain't. So a lot of people seem to have a problem with the fact that they feel like, girl, I've seen folks say Karen did that and set Wendy up to believe Giselle was coming for her. I was like, no, Giselle came for her. I don't know how y'all would feel if somebody was going behind your back repeating a rumor that's not true. I don't think it's true, but why you keep repeating it? Go to that
Mm-hmm.
girl and
And
ask
you
her.
didn't repeat it one time, you repeated it 4 times.
Yes, you kept talking about it. So,
And
uh,
then she kept kind of looking like, what did I do? I ain't do nothing. What
right.
did I
So
do? I didn't
let's
do
go
nothing.
here. Let's go here. Ashley wants to have a conversation with Wendy while they doing the whiskey tasting. Wendy, she goes and tells Wendy, hey, so listen, Giselle has been talking, to me. She stated to me that she felt like She heard some rumors or some stuff in the blogs about, Eddie, and, she felt like maybe that was the reason why, your behavior has changed, you showing off your new body, blah, 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 blah. And Wendy was, okay, wait a whole damn minute. These heifers just told me last night I need to cover up. Now you feel like the reason why I need to cover up is because I'm acting out because my husband done stepped out on me? Oh, hell no. So she got mad at Ashley and said, I can't believe
Y'all coming for my marriage.
Right. Well, now let me say this. Let me hold on. Time out. I don't think people are coming for Wendy's marriage. I don't think none of them women want Eddie. I do not believe that. And by the way, Wendy, baby, it's okay to think highly of your husband. But Idris Elba ain't it. Do you understand? Eddie ain't Idris, okay? Eddie is not Idris. So he is not. That girl said, I'm sorry, that was funny. Eddie does not equal Idris Elba. I just need y'all to understand and realize that, okay? So she was pissed off and she thought that it was pretty lowbrow of Ashley to come to her with that. And Ashley was like, well, I just, I understand how it is with the blogs. Wendy said, I heard all kinds of stuff about y'all. I ain't never got on this camera and repeated y'all business. I have not. If I got something to say to y'all and I want to know some tea, I will talk to you about your tea off camera. I'm not going to do that in front of the camera.
And so they had an opportunity when she came and spoke with them the night before. She could have said, you know what, girl, I just want to let you know there has been rumors about Eddie. Just want you to know we don't believe him. It's on the blogs about him having
that part right.
But they didn't do it like that.
No, they didn't do it like that. And
so when she went off, Giselle was like, who you talking to?
Yeah, girl. Wendy said, listen, I don't care about these cameras. Wendy said, I'm putting you on notice right now. When you talk about my husband, you talk about me. And, they asked, would she have felt better if Giselle came to her, and told her, as soon as she found out or came to her and spoken with her about it, would she reacted the same way? And I don't think she would have. I honestly believe that if Giselle had to come to her first instead of going to everybody else on the show and repeating said rumor, because that's how rumors get spread. And although you don't believe it, you continue to repeat the rumor, and that's not cool. So because of that, I do think that Wendy would have acted differently. This is what I feel. I feel like Giselle and Robin, might need a little work done themselves. I don't know. And they feel like, hey, let me come for this girl because she has gotten this, that, and the third done. Y'all can use y'all checks to get your work done. Now, let me also say this. Robin. And Robin does not have a storyline. Not to me. I like Robin because she has her moments and she comes in and she does what she does. Besides being, Giselle's little lackey, she does have her moments from time
not only to time. Lackey, but her guard dog.
She is really. She didn't bark like I don't remember Robin barking this hard. She is really barking.
And I'm like, you really trying to make yourself kind of like relevant on the show? And then Wendy said, whatever kind of relationship you got, you ain't got no relationship. I was like, God, girl,
Wendy said all things. And then told Giselle, you with a man who been with everybody in Baltimore, and you got your daughters around that. That's some low self-esteem type of stuff. I agree with that.
Girl, you talk about, that GIF with the says I'm weak with Tiffany, whatever I love. What's her name? Tiffany. I'm Tiffany.
I love New York. You talking about New York?
New York. Yeah. Her mama was like, I'm weak. That's how I was on that couch last night.
Baby, I yelped. It was awesome. So now, Wendy, this is the type of read you need to give, okay? Not the one you gave to Mia, a few episodes ago. This is how you read, honey. This is how you read. Um, and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it. Now, Idris
And
Elba
then
was
hold on, and then hold on. That I mean, the best part about it, okay, was her. Then Robin did her little gestures and stuff like that. She was like, okay, so you want to get your moment? Go ahead, get your moment, girl.
right. A moment. I don't need no moment. But baby, you just had one. Stop. So
And
I don't. I'm Mia. I don't know how I feel about Mia right now. She might be on my good side next week, but right
so,
now,
girl, I'm like, it ain't Sunday yet, and see, I may have to watch it on I'm gonna have to bring my tablet with me because I'm gonna be out of town. I'm
okay,
gonna have to watch it. I'm gonna
yeah,
have to watch it.
yeah. So I don't know that Wendy and Giselle. We do know because now going back and forth on Twitter, we saw Bravo chat room as well last night. Karen and Giselle for the most
Girl,
part behaved.
they
Uh,
hate, but they did slight shade to one another.
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
It was funny though.
It was hilarious. I love it.
I was
If
like,
either one of those two leave Potomac, that show gonna go down to two.
it
Can't
was
neither one of them
polite
leave.
shade.
You got to
It
have
was
Karen and Giselle. You can't
it was
have
polite
one without the
shade.
other.
They make good frenemies.
Yeah,
It was polite shade at its best. I'm like, oh my gosh, you need to write a book on how to be politely
I'm
shady.
just saying. I was here for it. Can't neither one of them leave Potomac. They got to stay there forever. They got to stay there till Potomac is no more. They have to be there. Um,
But next week, Mia, oh, I didn't say that. Oh, yes, you did. I was like,
and me and baby, you was a stripper. Stop trying to tell us you
I
ain't no
never said
stripper.
I was a
Girl, you
stripper.
was a stripper.
And
They
hold
serve
on.
good food at the
And
strip
and
club.
see, this is why I love the producers because they edit, they go back in time. And she said that she was a waitress, then she was a stripper.
Ma'am, they serve lobster and steak at strip clubs. It's okay. I was an entertainer. What can I say, girl? You was a lady of the night. Stop.
And then Candace made me mad. Candace made me mad because the stuff that she said on her confessionals, how come you couldn't say it to Giselle?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because
I'm hoping and
Candace was
praying.
right. All of the stuff Candace was saying on
Yeah, was
confessionals
right.
was right.
But
She
even
shouldn't have
in
said
her
it back that night.
interviews, she did an interview with ETV, I think, or
Hmm.
Entertainment Tonight or something like that. And she
Hmm.
told, they were like, what do you think about the stuff between Wendy and Giselle? She said, uh, I don't take Giselle seriously. And she said, yeah, Giselle was wrong. And she said, Wendy, and she felt like Wendy was handling herself the right way. So she felt like she didn't need to chime in because she felt like Wendy had it. But
Now
she
then,
did put Ashley on at the house, though. She said, take your milk and get out of my house. Cause
she throwing somebody out of a house she don't really own, but that's a
she
funny thing.
don't. But it's
But
okay. It's
hold
her
on.
trip. It's her trip. She can send Ashley on to the house. Ashley
But
was leaving anyway. But
this is what trips me out. Last season with the Monique situation, they was talking about how we do not fight. We don't fight. We're black women. We shouldn't fight like this. We shouldn't fight like this. This is coming out of Wendy's mouth. Now this year, the same thing basically, she had problems with Giselle with, guess what? She's doing the same to you. You about to fight her now.
not only that, let's also mention the fact that when they asked, had anybody else ever been in the altercation, Wendy has been in the physical altercation before. I don't know if she won or not, but she also had been in a physical
Oh, let me put
altercation
my stuff
before.
back.
So,
But then my favorite part is when Wendy said, "Now I see why those people said what they're talking about, what they said about you, and the way your life is. God don't like ugly,
He
basically,
don't.
and that's why your life is the way
It's
it
the
is.
way it is, baby, because God don't like it. It's all.
I was like,
Yeah.
well,
Well,
damn.
it's getting juicy and good.
Juicy,
So
juicy,
make sure
juicy,
y'all check
juicy.
out the Real Housewives of Potomac on Bravo. Sunday nights, 8, 7 Central. Let's move on to the next slide. To the next slide.
To the
To the
next slide.
to the next slide.
The next slide. Well, while he's doing that, it's
Yep,
going to be American Horror Stories.
I think so.
Hold on. Yes, it's American Horror Stories.
Oh, you looking at it?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at
So
you.
we, yeah,
We're gonna
I
keep
have to make.
talking. I want
Yeah,
my
we're gonna
picture
keep
though.
talking. Yeah.
Um,
So this one is called The Drive-In. The second story. It's
yeah,
called The Drive-In.
yeah.
So basically, it was people going to the movies, going to a drive-in movies to see this particular movie,
It was a horror
and
film
it was a horror film.
called Rabbit Rabbit.
Yeah. And so you have two teenagers, well, two sets of teenagers. One of them they're really kissing, so they can't see what's going on. Then you have the girl's best friend who is gay, and he's with his date giving him a blowjob.
But
Excuse
he's
my
also
language.
watching the movie while he doing it.
Right. And so it's a certain part of the movie, it turns you into a zombie.
Yes.
And so while the dude is sucking the eggplant,
Oh, okay. Eggplant.
yeah, he bites the eggplant off.
Oh, he bit it. It wasn't no big eggplant neither.
It really wasn't.
Ah,
And so the other two couples, they wondering what's going on. And all of
right.
a sudden, just this folks just coming at them, dead. And so, okay, go ahead, tell the rest, because it's been a while since I've seen it. That's what I can remember from it.
Are you I mean you're doing a good job. So so the guy dropped the movie off, but he's actually the guy who created the movie, which shout out to the man from Big Sky, the police officer from Big Sky.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember his name right now, but he
Mm-hmm.
he plays crazy well, almost too well. I
And what
don't.
and what was up with the lady that was doing the movie inside? They put the film in there. Wasn't she a crazy woman?
The one that was doing the movie,
The one that was showing the movie?
I don't
And
know
then
what her
and then there
deal
was another
was.
girl that was trying to stop her from showing the
Now the
movie.
one that was trying to stop her. Let's talk about that. So this movie is an old movie. Um, it's an old movie. I'm sorry, cause I want my pictures. I apologize. It's an old movie, and the old movie was shown in 1986. So the lady
Mm.
that was protesting the film, her boyfriend stabbed her in the eye. Um, and it went crazy. So they had politicians trying to get the movie shut down. It was all kinds of crazy stuff going on and taking place at that point in time. And so with that being said, since she was standing outside the movie, so she was gonna stop it, but she got by the crazy lady at the movie theater.
Yeah.
Uh,
And wasn't there another boy? Wasn't there a son or another boy in the booth as well?
yeah, that's the one who got stabbed at the end. The friend ended up having to stab him because he was trying to get got by him as well. Um, it's funny, and it was really weird. It was a really weird sequence that took place and happened.
It
Uh,
kind of reminds you of The Ring because you had to watch the movie
right, right,
because
right, right.
because at the end of it, guess what happened? They had the movie on Netflix,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but they
yeah.
ended up killing the guy, setting him on fire along with the movie.
Right.
The guy that created the movie, they
Yes.
had to get that, and and so I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I was like, interesting.
So, and we're backtracking. I actually watched all of them today.
You
Uh,
did? Did you see the last one?
I saw the last one. It was kind of weird. I got to go back and watch it. I was like, where were the dads? And I was missing some things in that one.
Right,
But
right.
I this the wrong one. American Horror Stories, not stories.
So yeah, the stories with the
The stories
IES
you
at
can only
the end.
see it on FX on Hulu.
Hulu.
Is the
Yeah.
only way you can see it, and it's 7 episodes
With
total,
different stories, yes.
different
And
stories. So they
the
did
Christmas
they
one, the Christmas one had me kind of spooky. So we're gonna talk about that next week.
We are going to talk. That's the next one, right? Yeah, that's the next one. So we will be talking about that next week. Make sure you guys tune in if you like American Horror Story. This is the awesome, very very awesome show. I dig it. I like American Horror Story. I just can't. I haven't seen all of them. I've seen certain ones. Of course, I saw the first one. Um, but it's quite amazing how they've taken it and they got one story in individual. Now they did the double feature for the first 2 episodes, but after that, all of those um are different stories. I'm hearing rumblings that there may be a season 2 to this, which I think would be cool. A little short
But then
story.
they're doing another American Horror Story
Yeah,
when it has something to do with aliens or something like that.
that's gonna be too weird, I bet.
Well, they never flee from weird.
No, I know they don't. I'm just saying I think that might be a little overboard for me. But we shall
Okay,
see.
the one after the Christmas one, the Mr. Ball or whatever, that was another one that was kind of like, oh Lord, I'm sorry that I watched this kind of stuff.
I was the maid girl. I was the maid. I was like, you know what, girl, you can have it. I'm good.
We're gonna talk about that too. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the Miss Pat
Miss Pep
show.
Show. Yay. So Miss Pet Show, I like I was saying earlier, I really dug this show. Now, if you don't like cussing, this might not be the show for you. Uh
My son was like, "What are you watching?" I said, "I'm watching a show on BET Plus, and they're cussing like that." Yes, because I think it was the last episode, or no, the next to the last episode where she caught him watching porn. So the P word was going all out and
yes,
everything.
yes,
And my son was looking at me like, "What are you watching?"
yeah. Um, so like I said, I have never followed Miss Pat. Did not know who she was before the show. I saw a clip of the show on Facebook. So they utilized Facebook really well. And did not know
I
that
saw it
Tammy
on
Bailey was gonna
TikTok.
be in it, huh?
I saw it on TikTok.
See, I didn't see it on TikTok. I saw it on Facebook when I was scrolling, minding my business. And Tammy Roman did an excellent job. Tammy, I like you as an actress. I want you to continue to be an actress because you're doing an excellent job. I literally dig what she's doing. Now, I do know that she will be making an appearance on Homecoming season 2 for the real world. I know it was a mess going down with that. Somebody got kicked out the house behind the situation with Tammy at the time. I know that she did forgive him for it because they had like a little homecoming meeting or something. It wasn't a whole series, but they kind of like all met up and she had forgiven him. She moved on. She let it go. So how is this going to work? I don't know. The first season of Homecoming that they did for the real world. I know I'm getting off a little off topic. I dug because I like to see. I love Heather B. Um,
Oh, I love Heather B. I
I
listened to
love
her
Heather
on
B.
Sirius.
Huh?
She got a state a radio skit on Sirius Radio.
Yeah, she does.
Um,
She's on Sway in the morning. She has her own on show on Sirius XM. She does the cooking on Instagram. You'll see her on there doing her thing. But I love Heather B. Love
I
her.
had the biggest crush on Kevin.
He is adorable. He
I'm like,
still is.
it's something about intelligent men. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
a safer. I'm a
He's
safe. What
super
you call it?
adorable.
Safer sexual.
Yeah. But let's
Yes.
get back to the Miss Pat show. I love
Okay.
the family dynamic. They touched on a lot of issues that the black family, you know, don't
Right.
want to touch with the 10-foot pole.
Right.
We talked about therapy. You saw her husband on the show kind of struggling with going through therapy. They talked about
Talk
catching the
about her
keys with
past.
right,
Her
her past
past
when she was
was 13 when she got pregnant.
when she got
14 when
pregnant
she had her
by a married man who was an adult when
twice.
yeah twice who was an adult, and she was a child. She grew up in a bad situation. They sold drugs. She's a felon. Her sister's a felon. Um, all kinds of situations that are taking place in their
Her
history.
daughter came out to her,
Her
and she
daughter
was like,
came
well,
out to her.
she really did wasn't surprised about it because she said, what was her grandmama or her aunt
Yeah,
called her a
yeah,
clit licker.
yeah.
I was like, oh
But
Lord.
here's the thing. These are things that we really deal with in our communities. And I'm glad that they were able to say, hey, we're gonna tackle these. I mean, it's gonna be funny. They dealt with racism. They dealt with being able to um, um, uh, talk about racism, dealing with racist white people, dealing with mother totally disregarding her son's wishes. Just it was a trip, and I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. It's a very good show. I hope it gets a season 2. I'm waiting on it. Pat gonna do the rest of that season. I want her and her sister to make up because that was a real hard fight to watch. It was hard, child. I was crying. It was hard. Um,
I would have been more mad at the son than the sister.
you said what?
I would have been more upset with the son than the sister.
Yeah, so because she tried to help him, she tried to be the cool one, and she really tried to help him. But I think because she's so afraid that her kids are going to go through some of the same things that she went through as a child, she doesn't want them to ever experience that. So I understood that part. I did understand where she was coming from. She don't get over. Her husband said, "Hey, baby, you don't went too far. You don't went too far."
That's not what we discussed.
Right.
But then I'm like, she act old. She act like Miss Pat act more like the older sister than Timmy.
A lot of times there are dynamics where younger sisters act like the older sisters sometimes, or younger brothers act like the older brothers sometimes. You have those dynamics in families. Everybody's not mature to handle their own stuff all the time. So, but I loved it. I really loved every bit of it. It was really, 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 really good. Um, I love the relationship she and her husband have. That's really, really good. The fact that he took those kids in as his own, I dug that. You see that, but you don't see it. I'm in a group right now on Facebook, and when I tell you the people, the things that I hear people say about folks' kids, and I be like, and they married you? Y'all don't understand. Little kids be getting attitudes. Little kids be, hey, baby, they a child. You a whole grown person. I have problems with certain things like that. They have a blended family, and yeah, they have their problems, their issues. They're not perfect, but it works, and I dig it. Now they moved to Indiana because I think the husband got a good job in Indiana where he got furloughed. They dealt with that too, the unemployment. It's just a lot that they're having to deal with. I like that he's supportive of her gift. He's super supportive of what she does, and wants her to, focus on her career and focus on comedy and make sure she's doing what she needs to do. I really dig that. So it just shows they love and support each other. She crazy though. I promise to God she is. I don't think I can take her seriously half of the time because she is so darn funny. She is hilarious. So and she really reminds me of a young Monique. When Monique came out Monique was saying stuff, like that. She was just whatever came to mind. She was talking real crazy. Now Monique somebody auntie and she don't know how to act. But but when Monique first came out, she was unapologetic about the things that she said. And I dug it. It's the taking that leap in comedy and making it happen. So I dug it. So if you want to catch the Miss Pat show, it's extremely funny. I'm gonna say it again, Tammy Roman. Comedy is your stick. Now I haven't seen Saints and Sinners, and I haven't seen the other one, The Family Business. She's in both of those. Hadn't seen either
Now,
one though.
Tammy, why? This is the only thing. Why did you do that to your butt?
Why what?
Why did you do that to your butt?
What she do?
The ass to leg ratio does not add up. You got thin, skinny legs. You got your butt done. You
Oh,
got
it's
her
her
ass
butt.
done.
Girl, let these folk have their surgery. I ain't got no problem with them. I see it all the time. I talked to somebody today said they had just got the surgery. I don't care. If y'all want to look like y'all wear diapers all day, by all means, do what you do. I have no problem with whatever you feel like you need to do. Listen, and
Looking
I'm
like a
not against the
wisdom tooth.
surgery. I want my stomach gone. I want my back wings gone. We talk about this. I'm not mad at y'all for the surgery because I be working out and trying to eat right and I lose the weight and then I go see some brownies and eat a whole pan up and my weight come right on back. I don't want it no more. Take it away. So if somebody want to, have make a wish foundation, if so, if somebody want to have United Negro Faith Fund to donate to the cause so Faith can get rid of I like my butt just the way it is. I
I
just
like
want the
my butt.
stomach gone. I just want my bat wings gone. And everything else I can take care of. I just want those things gone. So anybody want United Negro Faith Fund? It's a fund. I'm gonna create it. Look, so check out the Miss Pat show on BT Plus. I'm digging it. I love it. Paul, we got more slides, but what you doing? We got some TV and movie news. I cannot. I'm super excited about it. Can we? Yeah, next slide, sir. Next slide.
Next slide, please.
But the Miss Pat show is on BET Plus, so make sure y'all go check it out. You can stream the whole series. Yeah. Alrighty. So on the movie tip, according to Deadline, Black Canary, which is played by Journey Smollett, we love our girl Journey, from Lovecraft Country, from so many other movies and TV shows that she's been on. She did a good job as Black Canary in Harley Quinn movie. I dug it. I loved it. But they are now going to do a solo film for Black Canary. They are developing it right now with Misha Green as the writer. I
That's
cannot
gonna be
wait.
off the
I
chain.
can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Also, now we all know from seeing Falcon and the Winter Soldier that we knew that this was about to happen, right? So Anthony Mackie at the time had not signed the deal to be Captain America. We know at the end of Endgame, those of you who saw it, that Captain America said, listen, I'm tired. I'm 102 years old. Here you go. Get this shield. I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired of running after the people. My age, I'm just ready to just retire and go on to the house. And so Anthony Mackie has officially signed the deal to star in the next Captain America. So Anthony Mackie, Black Captain America, I'm excited about it. Now, of course, there's a Black Captain America in the comics. We know. We know. But I'm excited. Now, he ain't got the superhero powers that old Cap had. Okay? He wasn't injected with the stuff that Cap and Bucky were injected with. So he it's gonna be all him. Poor baby. I don't know if he gonna get to fly with the Captain America suit on and the shield. I'm not sure. They're real tight-lipped about it, but I'm excited to see that he is going to be the next Captain America. So shout out to Anthony Mackie. He's an excellent actor. If you have not caught him in The Hurt Locker, and he'd been in some old stuff. The Banker was a really, really good movie with him and Samuel L. Jackson. He's been in a ton of other films, ton of other TV shows. He's an awesome actor. Didn't I know he went to Juilliard? All the black folk from Juilliard just doing their thing. I'm excited. Next slide, please. I think it's gonna happen, Wendy.
Let's see what Netflix gonna do.
According to Deadline as well, 2 shows that were canceled are going to be picked up by 2 different networks. All Rise, which stars Simone Missick, which I love, absolutely love the show. If ever you get an opportunity, go on over to Paramount and do them reruns. It's very awesome. I love to see this. I wish she was a judge in real life. Very, very good series and a very, very good show. Simone Missick leads an all-star cast. Well, not an all-star cast, but they stars to me. I like them. She leads a very, very good cast. They were canceled by CBS. I think partly due to the pandemic. A lot of shows got canceled because, hey, pandemic, what are we going to do? So they weren't able to shoot as many episodes, that sort of thing. But now it seems that OWN is interested in All Rise. I'm excited about this. I hope they get it. The same showrunner that runs David Makes Man, which is on OWN right now, also took over the showrunner responsibilities at All Rise for season 2. Something happened with the showrunner from season 1. I think he got caught up in a Me Too scandal. I'm not sure exactly, but he left. This young lady came in and did it. She's the showrunner over at David Makes Man. This will be a perfect fit. I can't wait. So they're in talks for that. Also, Manifest may be back. Manifest and Netflix are actually in talks right now about a season 4. Because guess what? Manifest is number 10 again. They're back in the top 10. I saw that yesterday on Netflix. So here's hoping that Manifest happens. Here's hoping that All Rise takes place. I'm hoping and praying that happens. So I'm excited. I'm super excited. I love both of these shows. There were some people that couldn't get into Manifest, and that's all right. I got into it.
I loved it.
And
it took you a long time to get to it.
Huh?
It took you a long time to get to it.
Because, I be having things to do, jeez. I work during the day. I mean, you work too, but you've been working from home, so you able to catch everything. I couldn't do that. I have to do it at the house where I'm fighting a child for the TV. So it's all good. I love it. I absolutely love.
I just hate the way it ended. I was like, why did it end like this? I was like,
that's all right.
No,
they're gonna help us out. They're coming back. We got faith in Netflix. So All Rise, I think, is getting a 22 episode season. So I'm excited about that on. And then I don't know how many episodes that Manifest is gonna get. I need Manifest to have like 100, because we gotta wrap this story up. We gotta make it. Even if y'all don't get a 5 or 6, I need
y'all to wrap it up to tell us what happened.
I need to know. The boy is an adult now. His mama done died. I just need.
But we don't know if she died.
We don't know if she died. I need them to find the baby. It's just a lot going on. I just don't have the time. I need y'all to tell me what's going on. I need the story. Even if it ends after season 4, I need it to end with the proper ending. I don't need question mark. I need all my questions answered. So this is where we are in life. Hopefully and prayerfully, they're happening. This is the last season for Blackish, so we're probably going to add Blackish to the mix.
I thought it was already the last season.
No, this upcoming season is the last season. They haven't had a series finale yet. This upcoming season is season 8. And then also, This is the last season for This Is Us, which we ain't get to 2022. I don't know how to feel about that. They know how the show gonna end. They probably got their scripts and read through it and then cried and all this other stuff. So January is when we will get that. So we will be talking about those shows. I can't wait till they come back.
I'm sorry. The hold on. It says Blackish. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Go
Right.
ahead.
I knew what
Go
I
ahead.
was talking about because I've been watching Blackish. um, so I'm hoping and praying. They're supposed to be coming out with the spinoff for the old folk called
Oldish.
Oldish. Yeah. You know what though?
But you know they took away the mixed. They canceled the mixed dish.
They did cancel Mixed Dish. I kind of liked Mixed Dish. Um,
But it kind of got me threw me off guard because on Blackish, Bo's mama is light skinned.
right. Um, it did
But
kind
I
of make.
love Tiki. I love Tika Sumter though.
Yeah,
I
Tika
love her.
Sumpter is awesome. She's amazing. So I didn't have a problem with it, but it did kind of it was a little bit of a red flag. But I like how the kids acted like they're adult characters. I dug that. They did. Santi acted like the adult Santi, and the brother acted just like Bo's brother is an
And
adult.
then wasn't that played by David Diggs?
That's why I always call him, because I never knew his name. I always call him Bo's brother until Hamilton. Till we saw Hamilton, I was like, his name is David Diggs. But he was always Bo's brother to me. But yeah, he played Bo's brother.
Mm-hmm.
So they did act like their characters. So I did like that part. I did. So, guys, I think we're gonna take a little bit of a break. We are taking a break over at the Size Up. I have to do some research for a whole nother podcast that I got to get started. So, make sure you guys like, subscribe. Oh, I didn't do this at all. This
Well,
episode.
I said it in the beginning though.
Oh, you did? Okay. Like, subscribe, share,
Hit the
hit
notification
the
bell.
notification bell. Make sure you guys are tuned in. Get caught up on the Size Up 2. We're going to take a nice little 2-week break so I can get my life in order so I can create this other content. We're coming back. So we will be back on the 13th. Is that the 13th?
Hold on. Watch yourself.
Yeah, the 13th. 7-ish.
Yes, that's fine. Go
And
ahead though.
huh?
I was just saying something.
Yeah, so 7-ish, we will be back. But make sure you guys are here with us, joining us. You got any show ideas? You want us to look at a show? Want us to review a show? Want us to talk about a movie?
You know what? I do want to talk about a documentary that is on Netflix. I don't know if you have seen it. I've seen half of it. I need to watch the rest of it. Hold on. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay.
So let me get on Netflix right quick.
Okay. Any documentaries I'm down for. I love watching documentaries. I love learning.
But yeah, you will really enjoy this one. It is called, hold on, where it says continue watching. In Our Mother's Garden.
I saw that. I saw it.
You did?
I did.
Okay.
I
We
saw
gotta
that.
talk about that.
Okay. Another one I want to dive into is High on the Hog. I want to see that. They actually got picked up for season 2 on Netflix. But High on the Hog, it explores how African dishes turned and was Americanized. If that makes sense. So
Oh no, I gotta watch that.
huh?
I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah. So I want to see that. They got a season 2 for that one. It's quite a few things I want to see. There's a good movie out now with my boo Jason Momoa. Called with my boo Jason Momoa called Good Girl. I want to see that. I heard it was pretty good. Um, I'm not watching Candyman. I don't care what nobody
I'm not. I'm
say.
not. I'm not.
I'm
I've
not
never
going to do
did.
that to
Mm-mm,
myself. I just,
mm-mm,
I refuse
mm-mm.
to put myself in that position to where I'm at my house with all the doors open and all the lights on. I ain't got time for that type of. And somebody was like, we grown. We ain't supposed to be scared. Baby, listen, what I'm not finna do is say that name 5 times. I ain't got time for none of y'all. I don't care if it's fictional or not. And Jordan Peele is too good at the horror genre. Okay?
Man,
He's really, really good. So,
did he do that?
huh?
Did he do Candyman?
He's doing Candyman. Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be off the chain. It's
So
gonna
I
be
don't have
scary off the
time. I
chain.
don't. He is a little too good at his job, and I don't have
He
time.
is the Black Alfred Hitchcock, but
He
in a
really is.
scarier sense.
He really
Cause
is.
because
He
back then,
redid the Twilight Zone. Not the Yeah, the
right, the
Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone on
Mm-hmm.
CBS or Paramount.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
I ain't got time for Jordan. I'm going to watch Nope. I am gonna watch that. But I ain't finna play with the other one. I'm not saying his name no more. I ain't playing with that movie. That comes out this Friday. Y'all have fun. I like the slasher films. I don't have time to play with the spirits and stuff. Like, go on and just kill the people if that's what you gonna do. You see what I'm saying? That's how I feel. You know. But they want to play with you and stuff. The spirits and whatnot. I ain't got time for none of them. None of them. None of them. I don't. I do not. Um, so yes, we want you guys to enjoy the content that we provide. We are apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I got to call Comcast and cuss them out. I don't know. I'm supposed to be able to be on everything in my house because I got the plan that I pay enough money for to be on everything
Mm-hmm.
in my house for everything to
Mm-hmm.
work properly. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. We're gonna have to have a come to Jesus Comcast. At any rate, we're going to get off of here. Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Those who were able to come in, chime in, whatever. It's going to get bigger and better. I'm excited about it. We want to bring you, the best content about the best shows. Shout out to my sister who has entered her short film Waiting into several different film festivals. And
Where to go, Timberly?
she has been accepted into three that I know of, and has gotten some accolades. And I will announce that when we come back because she got some coming up, and she wants to be able to announce it in full. I know she's getting ready to go to one this weekend. I'm super excited about that. So shout out to my sister over at Life Art Productions, doing her thing, shooting her movies, doing her thing. Make sure y'all follow that page as well if you want to see drama and movies and all that good stuff. But that's it. That's all I got. Got anything else, Wendy?
No,
All right. We'll see you
nope.
guys at a later
In
date.
2 weeks. In
Yes,
2 weeks.
because I got to get my life in order. Y'all, go ahead, Paul.